Welcome. Today we're going to do a short practice that will wake up your whole body. So we'll stand in earth pose with your knees bent. Push out through both arms. Push them out in the shape of a wide V. Then move your hips back. Press your head back and lift it up toward the sky. Earth pose. So the ribs are full, you have an upper back curve, and one way to help get more of that curve that we lose during the day sometimes is by pushing out through your arms. Push your arms forward and your upper back will go back out on the back. We also lose the low back curve, and a way of getting that back is to push your knees forward and your hips back. We tend to lose the neck curve, so press your head back, lift it up, and then keeping these curves, let's pause. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sit your hips farther back. Push out through your arms and rise up toward the sky. One more, exhale, root. Inhale, rise. We make a soft fist with our hands. Curl the fingers softly in. They do not have to touch your palm. But squeeze the two sides of your wrist toward each other, the thumb mound and the little finger mound, hollowing the center of your wrist. And you can feel your whole arm engage. The little finger mound will help tone the outside of the arm, the back, and the back of the shoulder. So if you push out through the little finger mound, hollowing the outer wrist, you can feel that tone. Try it. With your palms turned down and a soft fist, push your little finger mounds out and feel the tone on the outside of your arms. Then cross one arm over the other and push your little finger mounds into each other so you have some resistance here. Keep pushing and you'll feel more tone on the back side of your arms and in the back side of your shoulders. See your hips back, press your head back and lift it up. But keep pushing into your little finger mounds. And now we'll pulse here. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, push your arms forward. Keep squeezing into your little finger mounds. Inhale, rise. Exhale, push. And then push your arms down as you rise up. Switch. Cross the other arm over. Hollow the outer wrist by pushing your little finger mounds into each other. Feel the tone? Sit your hips back. Press your head back. Breathe. And now we'll pulse. Exhale, root. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sit back. Squeeze your little finger mounds into each other. Inhale, rise up. One more time. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, rise up. Spread your wings again. Spread your arms. And step or hop your legs wide. We're going to go down into crouching cat pose. Push your arms forward. Curl your toes softly into the ground. And push your knees forward and your hips back. Squeeze your heels isometrically together and pull your glute muscles up. Press your head back. And then squat. Sit your hips back. Push your knees apart now. Squeeze your heels toward each other. Glutes rising up. Bend forward and hold it. Whoa, hold it. Hold it for a moment or two. Keep firing up your glutes by squeezing your heels toward each other and pushing your knees apart. Then put your fingertips on the ground as you hover your heels. Then put your hands on the ground. Step your legs a little wider apart, but bend your knees. Push your arms straight to obtain that upper back curve again. Dig your toes into the ground and push your knees forward and your hips back so the tail lifts up. Squeeze your heels isometrically together again. Pull your glutes up from the bottom to the top. Press your head back. Crouch like a cat. And now let's begin to pulse or spring load here. Exhale, sit your hips back, tail stays up. Inhale, spring forward. Fill up your ribs tail up, sit back, tail up, ribs stay full. Inhale, spring. One more. Sit back and spring forward. Step your legs a little closer. We'll open one leg. So bicycle one leg a little. Come up on those fingertips and open that leg out to the side as you crescent to the opposite side. Curl your toes and flex your ankle. Turn your foot out slightly and you can feel some engagement on the outside of your leg. Open leg. Pulse. Exhale, root. Inhale, spring forward. Exhale, sit. Inhale, spring. One more. Exhale, root. Inhale, rise. Come back to crouching cat pose. Tail up, ribs high. Bicycle your other leg. And then open that leg out to the side. Come up on those fingertips as you crescent to the opposite side. Open leg. Pulse. Exhale, sit. Inhale, spring. Two more. Come back to crouching cat. With your legs wide apart, bend your knees, lift your ribs up, and spring forward into a wide standing forward bend. Spring back. Spring forward again. Come up on your fingertips. Lift your ribs high by pushing your arms straight. Lift your tail high. Press your head back. And then slide your hands up to your thighs. Step your legs closer together. Come into a rest or recovery pose. This is a good way to rest. If you push your arms straight, you'll have the upper back curve. If you bend your knees and lift your tail, you'll have your lower back curve. Keep your head pressing back and lifting up, and you'll have your neck curve. You'll see athletes rest in this position. Come up to earth pose now with service arms. So you're serving a tray full of food. Squeeze your arms isometrically together and broaden your shoulder blades. Then push your hands wider now and open the front part of your rib cage. Hips back and head back. So we align the heart first, full ribs, then the hips, and finally the head. 3 H's. Heart, hips back, and head back. Take your hands to the sides of your head. Elbows point forward. Squeeze your elbows isometrically together and broaden your shoulder blades. Then bring one set of fingertips to your thigh and crescent to that side. Move your hips back again. Press your head back. And then squeeze that top elbow isometrically toward your nose and broaden the outer ribs. Lift them up toward the sky. Hips back, head back, crescent. And then you can even turn your face toward the ground and push into the upper back ribs even more, up there near your shoulder. You can go deeper here to get more fullness in the upper back rib cage. Hips back, head back. Then keeping the crescent, turn your face forward again and press your head back into your hand as you open your throat. And then push your hips back and open your belly more. Hips back, head back. Full ribs, crescent a little more. And now inhale, come up. Come back to 2 hands on the sides of the head. And then bring the other fingertips to the thigh. Crescent toward that side. Squeeze your top elbow isometrically toward your nose and widen these shoulder blades on top. Sit your hips back. Press your head back. And open the side of your neck. Open the side of your face. Turn your pretty face toward the ground. And go deeper into this upper back here near your shoulder. So squeeze the elbow toward the nose, fill up the back ribs even more, upper back ribs. Breathe, hips back, head back. And then turn your face forward. Press your head back into your hands. So the throat's open now. The belly's open by sitting your hips back. Crescent, tip your ear toward your shoulder and keep moving the top ribs wide and high. Open throat, open belly. Inhale, pull back up. Come to recovery pose. Stand on one leg and drag the other foot. Lift that foot up and hold that shin. Bring the other hand in ecstasy. Sit back, press your head back. Horizon eyes. Inhale, come up. Stand on the other leg. And hold the opposite shin. Bring that hand in ecstasy to the side of your head. Sit back, head back. And then come back to recovery pose. I'm working on balancing on one leg. I have difficulty in some poses. So I'm going to go to this tree over here and use the tree. So you can watch. You can do it with me if you have a piece of furniture or something you can put your hand on to do this pose. Try it. So we'll stand on one leg, bicycle the other foot, and hold that shin. Then push through the arm that's on the tree, fill up your ribs, and then play with sitting your hips farther back. You can walk your hand down, do your hips back, press your head back. And play with how far back can I sit my hips. And then stand there on that one leg. And then come up and stand on the other leg. Put that hand on the tree or your furniture. Hold the other shin. Sit back. Hips back, head back. Now play with sitting farther back. Push through the arms. Fill up the ribs. Sit back as far as you can. Walk your hand down and head back. Breathe and stand. And then come back up. Put two hands on the tree or the piece of furniture. Push through both arms. Move your hips back and press your head back. And now give yourself a hug. With your knees bent, sit your hips back, press your head back. Thank you for practicing.